Hi everyone, welcome to the video. This is not one I was planning to make, but with some recent price movements, I feel compelled to cover this, actually a couple of major topics today. I'll tell you in advance, I am very frustrated with the series of events happening. So before beginning, a quick disclaimer, none of this is financial advice. I need to make that crystal clear. Now, to cut to the chase, we've seen the price drop considerably over the past 24 hours or even less. The entire market is down, or the price down by double-digit percentage losses. So Bitcoin was below $50,000, Ethereum down below $4,000, and you're probably wondering what on earth has happened in such a short period of time. One of the major reasons for this, from what I've observed, it says here, it's from CoinDesk, Bitcoin plunges as Tesla halts Bitcoin payments over environmental concerns. So this is the original tweet from Elon Musk. This was earlier today. Just to get the key points from this, it says, and I do quote, Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions. Cryptocurrency is a good idea on many levels, and we believe it has a promising future, but this cannot come at a great cost to the environment. We are looking at other cryptocurrencies that use less than 1% of Bitcoin's energy/transaction. End quote. I will say just a couple of highlighted tweets here that I want to draw your attention to this. As you'd imagine, many people would come out firing, just criticizing how this is somewhat superficial. And just to backtrack slightly, this is a valid concern and it is very important. However, there are mitigating factors. Firstly, this is from Anthony Pompliano. He's quite prolific in the crypto space. It says, Elon, you realize that 75% of miners use renewable energy, right? I will say there's no source there to back that up. However, I have found this figure listed within the headline of this article through CNBC, so shown here. Even if we're not at 75%, as time progresses, more and more of this energy will be derived from renewable or any other cleaner energy sources. Dan Held says, are you going to stop accepting US dollars, which use even more energy? And there is a corresponding table there. And they make very good points. Why is there not enough discussion about the energy requirements for mining various minerals or certain metals or whatever resources people are demanding? Just a few counter arguments to this, or to get people to think a bit more critically about this whole situation. Firstly, let's rewind back to February this year. So just a few months ago, this article from Blockonomy, and this was across the internet, various sources. Tesla invests $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, which, as you'd imagine, led to a significant price rally. The thing I don't get is, and I would be very surprised if Elon Musk was not aware of this at the time, this issue of the environmental impact associated with Bitcoin mining has been well documented for a while and has been increasingly noted in recent months and years as the price has increased and the mining difficulty has increased as well. So for those not looking at the screen, a link to this Science Daily article estimating the environmental impact of Bitcoin mining. According to this was back in November 2019, sourced by the American Chemical Society. So there's that link there. This was documented well before Elon Musk's or Tesla's decision to acquire the $1.5 billion of crypto. Another source here from CNBC, just to read the headline, Bitcoin's wild ride renews worries about its massive carbon footprint. So if you look at the date, February the 5th, earlier this year, so about the same time when Elon or Tesla made that decision. Why is it that now this is an issue, but at the time when he was very enthusiastic about it, that didn't seem to be a problem, or at least it didn't stop them from buying $1.5 billion worth at the time, which is a huge sum of money, let's be honest. That's the first issue I have. Second point, and this ties back to the overall crypto community, whilst this is a valid argument and some important points raised, and I still respect Elon's opinion on that, why have we allowed, collectively, the entire space to drop by, as I said, generally speaking, double-digit percentage losses in such a short period of time, when it's one person, despite his clout, and one large company focusing on the foundation crypto? Why have we all allowed these prices to drop? Because at the end of the day, you can blame Elon Musk. It's anyone who has sold, or I assume as well, to a certain extent, stop loss orders or various sell orders being programmed automatically to cause the price to drop. One person has a disproportionate amount of influence on the space. This 10.5% drop for the $2.2 trillion market cap what's that, $220 billion or sold or just removed from the market because of predominantly what seems to be because of one tweet. In fact, CoinDesk actually wrote a separate article pretty much covering the same topic. I mean, this is how much weight it had. And as you'd imagine, a lot of the mainstream media would relish the opportunity to just keep on bashing Bitcoin. Now, personally, my opinion, would I sell? I think it's pretty obvious. My answer is absolutely not. There's no way I would sell. Definitely not yet. Not financial advice, of course. In the medium to long term, I don't think this will make a difference. I don't know. It seems as though people have a very short attention span, or they just don't do their own research and all of that. Now, let's be pragmatic and look at this holistically. Over time, the CO2 emissions from Bitcoin mining, let alone various industries around the world, there is a push for decarbonization. Now, that's a separate matter. You have your own opinions, fair enough. But to stick to the main point, the reality is, for as long as Bitcoin mining remains viable, as in people running these mining machines to get new Bitcoin blocks, as long as that remains economically feasible, people will continue to mine Bitcoin, irrespective of the environmental impacts. For those not looking at the screen, we've got the historical price of Bitcoin with the 3 halvings that we've experienced to date. There was a period where we had a major drop from the 2017 all-time high there in the following bear market, where some miners turned off their machines. It didn't make sense financially, but realistically, with the price of Bitcoin still well above what was the historical all-time high of about $20,000, 2.5 times higher than that to be exact, despite this dip, it's most likely miners will continue to run these machines provided that it makes sense. I think I've made that pretty loud and clear. Secondly, returning to Elon's original tweet, it says, we are also looking at other cryptos that use less than 1% of Bitcoin's energy/transaction. Now, there are multiple cryptos that use considerably less. If I look at some individual ones, specifically for XRP through the Ripple website, it uses less energy. Depending on whom you ask, there would be, I've seen various sources, or here is one, for example. There's an infographic from this guy, Status Crypto. I quite like his infographics, for the record, but of course, do your own research. Check out various sources. It says energy consumption of Portugal relative to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. It's well known there are many other cryptos. IOTA is another one that comes to mind. They speak about low resource requirements. Again, just check out the exact statistics if you want to know ins and outs of it all. Cardano, and you'll often see information from one of its key spokespeople, Charles Hoskinson there. He covers energy consumption in this Forbes piece. This is from just a few weeks ago. There are other cryptos out there that would definitely use a lot less energy than Bitcoin. And of course, nevertheless, I am still a fan of Bitcoin. We'll hold it, and I will personally still keep on supporting it and buy some of it here and there. So I'm not here to try and disparage Bitcoin, but there's no point in lying about its energy consumption. But people need to look at things holistically. Why do you have huge companies with institutional interests or investors spearheading or getting behind Bitcoin, such as Grayscale with its $36.5 billion in assets under management? PayPal's getting behind Bitcoin. Why is there a push to get more US banks to support Bitcoin, and many that are embracing the foundation crypto having a setup to get more people, or more of these banks, I should say, to custody crypto and offer it to its customers? A couple of sources there about that. The fact that this announcement about the banks didn't actually cause the Bitcoin price to propel, this was a couple of weeks ago, it's still beyond belief. Anyhow, just weird how the market works and how certain people decide to buy or sell based on who's distributing the information. Just a few quick points before I move on to the second and final major topic for the video. So we've got the stock to flow ratio, or thinking of some of the fundamentals relating to Bitcoin and why it's still going to be an attractive investment. So stock to flow model in a nutshell, it's a relation between the amount of Bitcoin currently in circulation, well, the circulating supply, relative to the amount of new Bitcoin entering the market every day. So we know it's about 900 BTC entering, and that will be halved to 450 within 3 years. So the stock to flow keeps on increasing, and this is going to work wonders for the overall price. Based on this log chart, we'll see a huge increase in the Bitcoin price in just a few years' time. So that's stock to flow ratio. We also have Bitcoin's hash rate, which is the overall computing power for the Bitcoin network. And there is more information in this CoinMonks piece that is another promising sign. This increasing hash rate will make the network a lot more secure overall, as it reduces the chance of something called a 51% attack on the overall ecosystem, as featured here in this Binance Academy piece. So anyway, that's some further reading there. Well, if I return to the Bitcoin block reward halving website, the inflation rate is pretty low, especially compared to many fiat currencies, and will be halved again and be less than 1% per annum following the next Bitcoin block halving event, and more details there. The next point here is specifically about Dogecoin, Shiba Inu coin, and a lot of BS coins. I won't now, just to clarify, this is through CryptoSlate, and I'm not having a go specifically at them, because the fact this has actually made the news is quite an indictment on the space. It's actually I find it quite depressing that people are throwing so much money into this. Now, of course, you're getting individuals who are making a killing from this, but on the flip side, there are many people who are losing money, most likely without even researching what this entails and its fundamentals, the utility, the long-term prospects. Of course, many people just wanting to get a quick return on investment. There's a separate article here. It says Vitalik Buterin's Ethereum wallet holds $8 billion in Shiba Inu coin. Now, to clarify, I'm just reading what's here. The Ethereum co-founder was sent the tokens as part of an ongoing trend in some meme coin circles. Why I find this ridiculous? First and foremost, the overall cryptocurrency space has copped a lot of flack because of many of these meme coins or scams or various cryptos that are linked to pyramid schemes. You know, you can imagine which ones. There's the Bitcoin bashing because of the environmental impacts, okay, which has some validity, yes, of course. The more you get these crap coins, as I would call them, and I call a spade, coins which started out as a joke coin. This was 3 years ago when it reached 2.4 billion in circulating market cap. It says here this was a piss take. Now, this is from the Sydney Morning Herald. I can't go through the article, but I recommend reading it. And bearing in mind, 3 years ago at this market cap, imagine how he feels now with it being 58 billion US dollars. And then there's Shiba Inu coin, the spin-off of Dogecoin, what have you, and probably other meme coins. Back to my point, sorry, I digress. I'm furious. It's so stupid. The fact that we have these cryptos gaining prominence, there are some people who even potentially that are considering possibly throwing money into these when we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano ADA, Polkadot, various cryptos listed here that have genuine utility, that are promising cryptos, and they're trying to bring about genuine innovation in the space. Many that are lower in market cap because of stupid joke cryptos and people taking them seriously. That is what pisses me off. Coupled with the fact, and this really reinforces my point, according to this here through CoinGecko, we have over 7,200 coins. Now, I've been in the space since 2017, and I remember this figure floating about 2,000 to 2,500, probably 3,000 coins a few years ago. What on earth is happening? Why have people not understood? Many coins are ridiculous. They're most likely scams, or they're a joke. One or the other, or both. You be the judge. Am I missing something? Am I going crazy? But hey, on the flip side, I guess this brings a lot of enjoyment for people. Maybe there are some positive aspects to Dogecoin or other meme coins that I have not picked up on. I mean, let me know if that's the case. You're more than welcome to comment. My thoughts in a nutshell, these joke coins or meme coins should be treated as a joke, and I don't think the market cap that we see for Dogecoin is justified. Just my thoughts. But of course, you do you, we can all beg to differ. I don't know. On a positive note, I'll be covering a price analysis video for one of these major cryptos soon, or revisiting one of these in the near future. So stay tuned for that if you want to subscribe and stay up to date to my videos. If you like more of these rant videos and you find them useful or providing some good insight to some people, your friends or otherwise, well, look, feel free to leave your feedback. I might do more of these down the track. That's all I have to say. I think I've covered everything that needs to be said. A quick market update here, courtesy of CoinGecko. It is currently 4:33 a.m. UTC on Thursday, the 13th of May, 2021. Some prices here as follows for the major cryptos. Bitcoin, yes, down. It's about $50,800, so still above 50K. unfortunately. Ethereum just below 4K, Binance Coin $607, XRP $1.35, Cardano $1.65, so still up for the week. We've got, let's see, Litecoin recently hit a new all-time high of about $415 per LTC. That's currently $3.24. Chainlink doing all right. VeChain 18 cents. What else have we got? Aave doing very well. It has defied the trend of many cryptos recently. It's at near $600. I think that recently hit a new all-time high too. Neo just below $100. What else do we have? Tezos $6.20. Some other cryptos there, so that's all available through CoinGecko. I also have Live Coin Watch. There is Coin Paprika and several other crypto price websites there for your liking. If you're interested, that is a wrap for the video. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my latest content. If you have something to say or you just want to say g'day, by all means, leave your feedback in the comments section. I hope you're all doing well, you're staying safe, and talk to you shortly. A new video coming soon. Thanks again. See you later.